Are you unknowingly harming your long-term health by overtraining? The answer might surprise you. I remember this from the 1980s. No pain, no gain. But over the past decade, lots of new research indicates that overtraining actually can be quite detrimental to your overall health and may make it even more difficult for you to get the physique that you want. This is old school. Train every day or 5 days a week, do force reps. Pain is weakness leaving the body. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Go hard or go home. Sweat is just fat crying. That's the old school way of doing it. 3-day splits with a single day off and then 3 days again. So essentially 6 training days a week. And my favorite saying, suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. But what if that was all wrong? The science actually points to the opposite. More training days, but less aggressive, less forced reps, less Arnold Schwarzenegger type training, unless you're on the same so-called supplements that he was and other professional bodybuilders are, then your recovery is a non-issue. It's money. But for the rest of us, normal people, mere mortals like you and I, you won't recover like the GOAT. So if you're ready to take the next step in your health journey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and join thousands of others who've already begun to tackle health and fitness concerns like overtraining. And together, we can help you build the knowledge and confidence to make smart and healthy decisions to achieve your goals. And remember, I'm right here with you. So when Stark was a mere baby, we trained old school. I mean, sometimes old school bodybuilder type workouts, sometimes periodized programs like a pro athlete. I remember doing typewriter pull-ups, which is when you pull yourself up and you slide back and forth like this. In those early days, gave me tendonitis in my elbows. We had people puking in the gym, and we handed out T-shirts and had them sign the lockers. It was kind of part of the culture. But our clientele didn't really make progress like they had hoped and we had hoped for them, like we do today. And it was sort of a CrossFit style vibe back then. We simply didn't really understand that the recovery is where the results were. Today, we measure results with labs and with DEXA scans, and we really know if someone is making progress or not. And the old school method of overtraining did not lead to results. That's what we arrived at today. It led to puking and injuries and a false sense of accomplishment and chalking up your current state of health and physique as the result of just getting older. But back then, I was about 22% body fat. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great either. And I slowly chipped away at it until we got our first DEXA scan in 2017. And I was the same weight as I am now, but at 17% body fat, which is not bad for a guy in his late 40s at that point in time. So let me reinforce what I'm trying to tell you. If you go really, really hard, you may be totally impairing or slowing down your progress. You may not know because you're probably not measuring on anything that's accurate. Those bioimpedance devices in your gym or your doctor's office, they don't really work and regularly way understate your actual body composition. And I'm talking about your body fat total. I have 3 action items for you. Let's get into the details of those. Rarely train to failure unless you have several days to recover. So if you're chronically sore, you may not be recovering well enough to get the outcome that you want. If you're a runner, you may be able to be a better runner. If you're a power lifter, you may be able to be more explosive. If you're trying to optimize your health like me, you may be able to get there much more quickly. And that's that if you're recovering well, like a young person. The next one, train more frequently. So get in, but don't push yourself too hard. Make sure you have a few reps in reserve. No forced reps. The frequency is where the money is because you're giving yourself the stimulus which will lead to the change. But you're not causing damage you otherwise would have in the old days back in the 80s like I did. I'm sure you've heard this one a lot. Prioritize your sleep. Gone are the days of, there's time enough to sleep when I'm dead. That was my old credo, which led to chronic sleep issues and actually atrial fibrillation. If you don't know what that is, it's a scary, scary heart condition. I used to do everything hard, from work to working out, and had a fraction of the results I have today, but have some leftover health conditions from back then. Don't do what I did. Do what I do now. And today I sleep between 8 and 9 hours a night, seriously. And my heart issues are getting under control. I'm improving with seemingly relative ease, and the experience of doing it all is much better. Go hard or go home, that idea is for geezers like me, but those that haven't evolved. And I'm not picking on anyone. I'm admitting that that was me up until about 2017. Don't be like good old Todd, be like newish Todd. I know it sounds not hard enough, but this is seriously what I do. I don't train too hard as well. I train 3 or 4 times a week, and you may not think that that's that much, but it is if you're doing it right and have the right program designed for you. I get great sleep, and I protect it like it's my baby or my old car. It's something that I really care about, my sleep. I care about my sleep. Remember, recovery is where all of the magic happens, not in the gym. The gym, the bedroom, and the kitchen, they're all very important for your health. So yeah, overtraining is a risk, but now you know what to watch out for. You know what else will help? TRT. So watch this next video because testosterone replacement therapy might be the thing that you're missing. And of course, get your free training at watchtodd.com. You'll be glad that you did.